I think that fight's still on. That was the kid who was talking shit about Megan Anderson.
No. Oh yeah, it is Casey Kenny, right?
Yes,
Let's see.
it is.
Okay.
I didn't just pull it out of my ass. So I was just, come on, guys.
For some reason, I think ask her off, but that's for someone else.
No, not at all. So Casey Kenny was the one talking shit about Megan Anderson on his podcast with Sugar Sean O'Malley. Here's my thoughts on that. I haven't given my thoughts on this. Sugar Sean and his coach and Casey, they're young, man. And, I'm not a huge advocate for this cancel culture. And when it comes to guys like this, they're young, they're stupid, they're trying to come up with content. They haven't been doing it long enough. I've made a million mistakes. I've said some stupid shit in my 8-year career of podcasting. Stupid shit, man. And you just got to get better. That's not right, Casey. That's not right, Sugar Sean. And just do better. Do better, and people will forget about it, and you move on. And you shouldn't be talking about, especially a peer like that, and Megan Anderson. Here's the other thing. Megan Anderson, as far as fighter goes, more credentialed, more experienced, more accolades than both of them combined. So, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And then we sexualize it, talking about her appearance. It's just so stupid, especially in this climate. But again, these are young, stupid podcasters who happen to fight in the UFC, who are on a mic, they're trying to come up with content, and they made a stupid mistake. Should Casey not be able to fight? No, I think he should still be able to fight. Should there be some sort of fine? Yeah, probably. Just let him know. Nothing crazy. These kids aren't making, Bill Gates money or John Jones money. So, I just think they got to learn and they got to do better. And that's all I'll say about that. Any podcaster, anybody, any single buddy who talks for a living is going to fuck up. They just are. Look at Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith, probably the highest paid. I think he's the highest paid. And when you got to fill content and you got hours and hours every day, you're talking about Stephen A. Smith probably does 6 hours of talking Monday through Friday, and Saturdays, if there's big sports, he's working too. So, you got a lot of time to fill. It's tough not to fuck up. And it's also tough not to say things, there's a lot of things I think that I don't say on here. It's just not, it just doesn't, it's not going to move the needle. It's not going to move the narrative. And it's also just not nice. And it's probably not the best way to carry yourself as an analyst or as entertainer, as a podcaster. So, I think with Stephen A. Smith, he was on another guy's show and he's talking about, he just fucked up, man. He just fucked, it was stupid to say, especially in the climate we're in right now. And Stephen A. Smith is a smart guy. I don't know, I know Sugar Sean O'Malley a little bit. Smart fighter. Again, he's a rookie podcaster. So you'll hear a lot of guys that open mics or, comics who start out early on and their premises or, some of the stuff they say is just, discolored and, it's like, dude, you can't do that. Like, it's just not going to work here. So I think for Stephen A. Smith too, experienced guy has to fill time. Really fucked up, man. He's also older. I think if you ask a lot of the older generation, what do you think about females fighting? They're opposed to it. They're not saying they shouldn't do it. They're just like, man, it's just tough for me to watch. That's fine. Should Stephen A. Smith be canceled because he's not a fan of women's fighting? No. Is ESPN going to do anything to him? No.
There's a few MMA fighters, prominent ones, that also feel the same way.
Yeah, I think it's all based off, that's also culture. Their perspective, their culture, how they came up. Maybe they came from domestic violence. They saw their mom get hit. So it's these triggers for them, For Stephen A. Smith, I don't know his background personally and what he grew up with, but I know, as a professional and the top paid analyst in the game, this isn't going to go well for you, man. Saying you're not interested in women's sports. And then we talked about women fighting men. I agree. I don't see men and women fight, I think that crosses some weird lines. But now, if Amanda Nunes versus Jake Paul, now there's certain circumstances where, all right, I'll watch that. Like Amanda Nunes, Jake Paul, Amanda Nunes beat Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? Like Amanda Nunes is a fucking monster. I would watch it. I'd pay for it. I really don't want to see it. They did in tennis back in the day. They did in tennis. But anyone who talks about fights this much, or just sports or culture in general is going to put their foot in their mouth. That's how I'm going to tie this up. So those guys, fine. Yeah, nothing crazy. Learn from it. Do better podcasting. That's the advice I'd give to them. Yeah, people say a lot of stupid shit. I don't know how I got started on this rant of those two. I wasn't even expecting to talk about that.